Hey everyone, welcome to your Universe Z, the place where we talk all about the Dragon Ball universe. Today we are going to go through Goku training Goten in the time room to surpass Gohan. And if you would like to see more Dragon Ball content, please leave your like and subscribe to join our Universe Z. The development of some Dragon Ball characters has not always been so satisfying. Some of them ended up being left aside and could receive a lot more attention than they actually have now, but it would be pretty cool if he wanted to become more powerful, he would ask Goku to help him overcome his brother. But could he do that? Would the time room be enough to help him train? Powerful could he become? What is the potential of the character? Let's talk about all of this in today's video. Son Goten is the youngest son of Goku and his wife Chi-Chi, making him a Saiyan and Earthling hybrid. Goten is Gohan's younger brother and Trunks' best friend. During his childhood, Goten was quite powerful, to the point where he achieved his Super Saiyan transformation long before his brother and father. Goten's strength as a Super Saiyan was such that when he fought a Super Saiyan Gohan, he was able to cause the latter a little trouble, with a surprised Gohan commenting on how strong the boy was. Later, Piccolo was also surprised at Goten and Trunks' power when he saw them transforming into Super Saiyan. Compared to Trunks, Goten was a bit weaker, admitted by Goten himself and noted by Goku when he was teaching them the fusion technique and told Trunks to decrease his ki a bit to match Goten's. This is partly due to the fact that Trunks is a year older and naturally exhibited a bit more strength as a result. After training in the Hyperbolic time chamber, Piccolo claimed that both he and Trunks gained immense strength and that their power levels were exactly the same. In Dragon Ball Super, Goten rarely fights without Trunks by his side and they usually merge into Gotenks. Like Trunks, Goten is kept out of battles due to his style of attacking head-on without thinking. While still incredibly powerful for his age, his power is not enough to take on any major threat. Both Goten and Trunks stopped training, but started training again after learning about the Tournament of Power. Mentioned and recommended Goten as a possible fighter for Universe 7 in the Tournament of Power, spotting his power and young age, but Goku turned him down, citing that he is too reckless about Trunks. Super Saiyan Goten was able to hold off several Cell Juniors at once, although he seemed to be at a disadvantage. During the 10-year gap between the Kid Buu saga and the 28th World Martial Arts Tournament, Goten began to relax in his disciplinary training as a result of the times of peace. In Dragon Ball GT, by the Baby saga, Goten became more powerful. When Baby attacks Earth, he is strong enough to take him on, although even when Goten used a Kamehameha, he was unable to eliminate Baby, allowing the Tuffle to take control of his body. Super Saiyan Baby Goten is able to fight on the same level as basic Gohan and forces him to transform into Super Saiyan by increasing power and using an explosive wave. Super Saiyan infected Gohan is at a disadvantage against base Goku and is defeated. In the English dub, it is noted by Baby Vegeta that Ub is more powerful than infected Gohan, Goten, and Trunks combined. In the Super 17 saga, in his basic form, Goten is able to easily dodge Pui Pui's energy bursts and defeats him with a single kick. However, he is taken by surprise soon after by Yakon and is when the demonic beast towers over him. Although he is saved by Trunks, he claims that he would have been able to take on Yakon alone. Goten and Trunks together are able to destroy Android 19 by catching him off guard with a combined energy blast. It would be even cooler if Goten wished to become stronger and, to do so, trained alongside Goku in the time room. That way, he could try to surpass Gohan. Time room, also called the Abode of Time, is a place located on the celestial platform. 1 year inside the room is equivalent to 1 day outside. One step further into the training area and gravity is increased tenfold, the same as on planet Vaidira, planet Zoan, and Lord Kaoa's planet. The air becomes denser and the temperature fluctuates as you go deeper into the training area. The time room has an entrance at its center, located in a central building with 2 wings on the side with a dormitory, bathroom, and food supply. There is no day or night in the room, the atmosphere is always in a constant white dawn. Its reflective floor is of an undefined area and is believed to extend infinitely in all directions, even though it seems to have a definite atmosphere limiting its size. Goku explains to Gohan during his visit to the room that the air gets incredibly dense well beyond the center, which can be threatening since the time room has no defined boundary. The time room represents a dimension separate from that of Earth. The time dilation that occurs in the time room is that 1 day of real time is equivalent to 1 year in the room, or 1 minute of real time is approximately 6 hours in the room. There are 2 giant sand clocks adorning the sides of the building that count the year inside the chamber. A clock on the ceiling of the main part of the building tells the applicable time in the real world. This essentially allows someone to enter the time room and receive the equivalent of a year's training within just 1 day. The gravity in the time room is described as being different, but does not appear to be much greater than that of Earth. The gravity of the training area is 10 G. Gohan's first step beyond the building brought him to his knee. This does not happen in the Dragon Ball manga, which explains how gravity would be different in the building. Trunks also had some difficulty with gravity, but Goku and Vaidira were already used to much higher levels than the room when they used it. The temperature in the training area fluctuates rapidly, going from -40 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius, and the air pressure is a quarter of that on Earth. Goku, Gohan, Vaidira, and future Trunks are the only characters seen going deep into the room. It is unknown if Piccolo, Goten, or Trunks went, but it is quite possible that any of the three would have no problem with it. The wooden door is a portal between Earth and the time room, and is the only way to travel between the two dimensions without punching holes in the dimensional walls. Room can only be entered for 2 days, or 2 years, at a time. If someone tries to stay longer, they will not be able to leave, leaving them in nothingness and not allowing anyone else to use the door. Also, there are only provisions to accommodate 2 people for the total year. This is misinterpreted as a limit of 2 people inside the room, but it should be noted that in the Buu Saga 4 people total enter the room through the main door. Vegeta and future Trunks are the only ones to stay in the room for 2 full days, but due to their lack of dominance in Super Saiyan form, they have increased their powers less than Goku and Gohan had with less than a year in. Goten and Trunks are the last to train in the room when, after Buu's transformation to Super Buu, Piccolo decides to give them time in the room. In less than half that hour, at least a week inside the room, that Piccolo told Buu to wait, they achieved the Super Saiyan 3 transformation while merged into Gotenks. It is mentioned by Piccolo that a person can only spend 48 hours of actual time inside the time room, and by Goku in the Buu Saga that a person can only enter the room twice in their lifetime. In Dragon Ball Super, Goku says that Den fixed the time room after it was destroyed by Piccolo, and he enters with Vegeta for 3 days, so that they train the equivalent of 3 years, meaning that the previous limitation has been removed. Afterwards, Vegeta trains alone in the time room a few more times, after which he always destroys the door, annoying Mr. Popo. In the Prisoner of the Galactic Patrol Saga, Merus takes Goku to a planet that has a room similar to the time room, in that each day outside the room equals 3 days inside. During the events of the Granola Survivor Saga, Frieza finds another planet that has a time room, and trained there in a time equivalent to 10 years, increasing his power greatly and achieving the Black Frieza form, which he easily demonstrates by defeating Goku with superior instinct and Vegeta with superior ego. Time passes 365.24 times faster in the time room than in the real world, making 1 day outside the room equal to 365.24 days inside, a solar year. Half Saiyan, half human hybrids are some of the strangest beings in Dragon Ball Z. Although they appear to be naturally stronger than full-blooded Saiyans, they lack a genetic drive for battle. Based on the growth of Gohan and Goten, it seems that the more powerful a Saiyan is at conception, the stronger their child will be. Goku couldn't become a Super Saiyan until he was an adult, but Gohan did at age 11, and Goten first transformed at age 7. It's certainly fun to imagine if Goten was thrown into the Frieza saga, would the 7-year-old Super Saiyan be able to defeat the tyrant? Setting aside the power scale issues, Gohan and Goten have unimaginable potential when comparing their power relative to age to Goku's history. With starting points far above their father, how powerful could the brothers become if they were as dedicated as their father? Gohan has always been stronger than Goten, but that is because he is 11 years older. Dragon Ball Z sees Gohan grow from a child to a man, experiencing constant conflict and still managing to die less often than everyone else. Goku's firstborn has faced Nappa, Vegeta, the Ginyu Force, Frieza, and Cell, although Cell was the only battle he actually won. However, Gohan has some advantages that Goten does not. He spent his childhood training with experienced fighters like Piccolo and Goku. Gohan also spent a year in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber with Goku, where he quickly became equal to his father in strength. He even had his hidden potential unlocked twice, once by Guru in Namek and again by Old Kai during the Buu Saga. Gohan's hidden potential had significant sample size, and he managed to surpass his father in power as Super Saiyan 2 in the fight against Cell. It is unknown what his limits might be, if any, since he lost little interest in fighting after the conclusion of the Cell saga. He has regained his full power twice since then, although each time he was still leagues behind Goku and Vegeta, despite being stronger than both of them. Goku's second son, born after the Saiyan's death, had a very different childhood from his older brother. He was not abducted by a green alien or sent to another planet to fight an evil space emperor, nor was Goku around to give Buu a Senzu bean. Despite his comfortable life, Goten still breaks his brother's record for the youngest Super Saiyan in 4 years. Goten's impressive feat of becoming a Super Saiyan so young certainly indicates even greater potential than his prodigious older brother. Unfortunately, aside from the Buu Saga, where he relied predominantly on fusion rather than his own power, Goten lacked the combat experience necessary to get stronger. His only significant battle as himself was against Trunks during the World Martial Arts Tournament, and even that was more of a sparring match than anything else. It is unclear if Goten will ever get significantly stronger, as he remains sidelined in Dragon Ball Super. Unlike Gohan, who is decidedly not a warrior at heart, Goten is too young to know what kind of person he will become. Just as happened with his older brother, his personality will influence his potential as a warrior. If he commits to training as his father does, Goten may one day be the strongest in the universe, but what about you? Do you think he can overcome his brother and also his own father? Leave your opinion in the comments. That's it. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions for videos, don't forget to comment here below, because I'll be reading all of them as I always do. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any content from your Universe Z.